What's good, it's your crew, J Stu, back with another video for you. And if you've been wondering where I have been for the past 7 days, I camped outside of GameStop for 8 hours on Black Friday for just the controller. Now, if you have been by social media, aka which you should be, all the links to my social media is in the description down below. You see that I tweeted and put up my story that I took a picture of the controller and put bag secured, and I got so many people with that. Oh my God, how'd you get it? How'd you get it? How'd you get it? I camped outside of GameStop for 8 hours, man. I camped. And then I'm gonna tell you the whole story. This is what this video is for. Not because I have a controller and I camped outside GameStop for 8 hours just for the controller. I want to tell you the journey it took me just getting the controller. Now, that wasn't the plan in the beginning. I wanted, man, and this is the crazy part. We're going to go all the way from the beginning. But follow my social media if you want to stay updated on what I'm doing and stuff like that. I know we got a lot of new people. So just check the description, follow all my social medias. So, it was Thanksgiving Day. I'm like, okay, today is the day that I make a plan. Today is the day that I go and camp at GameStop for the legendary mythical PS5 at this point. And I'm over here eating Thanksgiving food. I'm thinking I'm great. I'm gonna go at 12 a.m. and nobody's gonna be there. I'm just gonna chill, enjoy Thanksgiving, and then once Thanksgiving over, head straight to GameStop and camp, right? That wasn't the case at all. I'm just like, damn, niggas not enjoying their Thanksgiving food for a place. I'm like, God. The people that was first in line were there since 12 p.m. the day before, and I'm just like, wow, I thought 12 a.m. was great. I actually got there a little hour before, like 11, because I'm like, I started to see people get there pretty early. I'm like, I'm on YouTube, I'm like camping outside in front of GameStop at like 5 o'clock. I'm like, okay, I need to start making some moves. I get there, I'm like 8th in line. I'm thinking, oh, I'm good. They're gonna have like at least 10, hopefully at least 10 PS5s, 10 Xbox X's. I was like, okay, I got mine, I'm secure. I'm going through the cold night. This is coldest temperature I've ever been at. I was wrapped up. I had 3 pairs of pants on. I had 2 pairs of socks. Now, the mistake that I did make, I was debating about this too. I'm like, should I wear the shoes? They got the little holes in them for comfort, just in case I got to stand, or should I wear the solid shoes that's uncomfortable, but I know my toes isn't gonna freeze? I chose comfort because I'm like, if I do got to stand, I'm not about to stand and just be on them hard shoes, and that was a grave mistake. By the way, next time I camp, I would be fully prepared. I got some pointers from the other people that were doing it, because this was my very first camp. I have never camped for anything in my life before, ever. That's how you know how bad I want this thing, man. And I can't grasp it. I've come to the conclusion that it's just not, it wasn't meant for me 2020. I'm gonna get it 2021 at this point, because if they really do are making more stock by the end of December, then I guess, but it's looking like a 2021 thing for me, man, because I give up. I give up. I camped 8 hours. I camped 8 hours and I didn't get the thing. I've never did that for anything in my life. Do you know how hard it was to do that? Still didn't get it. Oh my God. I was telling myself, if I don't get this console from camping this long, I will never camp again. Or unless I have a tent and a propane heater, if it's the winter time, never. If I did get it, that's gonna be the new strat, but it didn't work for me, so that's probably not gonna be the strat, man. I don't know. And then UPS, Amazon niggas stealing PS5s out the damn trucks. Like, it's just no justice. It's no justice. Like, every day we stray further and further away from God. But, alright. So, I arrived at the GameStop at around 11 o'clock. It's, I'm over here. I'm about to cut in front of somebody. It was like this is my first time camping. It is a whole, like, house. It is a mini apartment right next to GameStop. And I'm thinking it's like a rock or something. It's like camouflage, like they ready for war. Like, that's They really was. It was like camouflage. I'm walking past. I'm like, why is it a big ass rock right next to a GameStop? And then I kind of look in it because it had like a peek hole. I'm like, what is that? And then there was people in there. I'm like, oh wait, my bad. I didn't know there was nobody in there. So I walked back behind them. I'm like, all right, this is my spot. I'm like 8th in line. All right, this is good. This is good. This is it. This is my time. I've never done this. I was geeked. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna last. And within the first 30 minutes, this is me. I don't think I'm gonna make it. But dog. That had people keep checking on me, and then we got through the night though. But it was like, when I tell you it was freezing, like I did not know. I thought I was ready. Everything else was fine. My body was perfectly warm, but my hands and my toes felt like they were about to fall off, dog. Like, I had gloves, but they were not enough, and the socks and the open shoes just sealed the deal for me. But so I'm waiting there. I'm shivering, freezing, and then more people start to come. It's like 12:30. Another dude comes, and 3 people from like the front of the line comes to the dude that just arrived, because I guess they all friends, but he got there late. And then it began. We was just waiting in line. More people were starting to show up. More and more. Line was getting longer and longer. People was going by and like, how you know how many they got in stock? And I was like, no, but they said at least 2. And that's what made me so mad. If they knew that they were only going to have 2 at every GameStop, why would they say minimum of 2? Why didn't they just say they're going to have 2? If they said they only had 2, I wouldn't even have attempted. Because I knew people had dedication way more than me. I was about to miss no Thanksgiving food for the PlayStation. Even though how legendary and mythical it is, I can buy it online. And I would not have to camp and miss food. Like, you know, see this? I need food. So I'm just like, dog. And Brandon told me, he's like, James, you sure you gonna do this? People have dedication. I'm like, I have dedication. 12 o'clock, I'm first in line. No, I'm just, I underestimated my time. I underestimated my time, big time. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. We made it to 2. Other dudes actually went to go take the dude that just got there at 12 to go to the bathroom, and then 2 other dudes show up. It was this old man. It was an old black dude, and it was a grown black dude. And that was actually pretty cool. But the old dude that was there, he was very knowledgeable, but he talked the whole entire night, all the way through 2 a.m. to 8 a.m. 2 a.m. to 8 a.m. He talked. He did not stop talking. And dog, I just didn't know somebody could talk that long. And he was just still talking even when I was pulling off. Like, that's how crazy it was. They was just talking about the same subject, and it was kind of annoying me. And so they was just like, oh yeah, so the only thing I'm worried about is that people cutting. And then the other dude's like, yeah, we can't have that. I got your back, man. If somebody cut, I'm gonna follow up on you, and then we just gonna have to handle that, because there ain't gonna be no cutting. And then I'm just like, okay. And then they just kept repeating it. Oh yeah, who's that? Every time somebody walked up to the store, they would stand up and be like eyeballing them, and they didn't care. I had on black Air Forces, but they had all the black Air Force energy. And then when somebody actually was about to cut, tell me why the grown man got up and was like, he got up and was about to say something, and the dude that was like, oh, I got your back, I'm gonna have your back, he turned around and didn't say anything. But it turns out the dude that they thought was cutting was already there anyway, but he had to go run to the bathroom and stuff. And that was crazy. He was like, and then he gonna try to cover up for. He's like, oh yeah, you know, I had your back, but I didn't know, like, you know, they've been here longer than me, so I didn't know if they was already there. I'm like, wow, you just gonna turn on them that fast. Then 6 o'clock hit. We started seeing employees walk in the store, and what made me mad the most is that when the manager got there, he walks up, right? He walking up. He didn't say anything. We only got 2 PS5s. Go home. He seen how long the line was. He knew everybody in that line was not getting a PS5 or an Xbox at that current time. He walks right in. The manager, happy as ever. You guys enjoying your Thanksgiving? Trying to get the crowd hyped up and just like, yeah, everybody's like, yeah, we enjoying Thanksgiving, blah, blah, blah. He goes in the store. He didn't say anything. He goes in the store at like 6:30, 30 minutes of just complete silence. Then at 6:55, he walks back out. He's like, all right, who wants Nintendo Switches? And then the whole line is just silent. Then you got the two people in the back like, oh, I want a Nintendo Switch. He goes to the back of the line, give him a little ticket for the Nintendo Switch. He goes back to the front. All right, who wants the Xbox Series X? And then he started passing out the ticket. He had like 10 of them boys. I'm like, oh yeah, the PlayStation about to be like, if they got that many Xboxes, I know I'm straight. He's like, here. He looks to me. He looks to me. Would you like an Xbox Series X? And this is me. This is me. Will you look at that? No, I didn't do that. I was just like, nah, yeah, I'm good. I'm not taking no Xbox. He actually gave one dude 2 tickets, and then the other dude that just got there, he was like, oh man, I want an Xbox so bad. He couldn't get one, and then the dude split apart his ticket. He's like, oh, I think I got 2. And then he got the ticket. He's like, oh, thank you for your honesty, and then gave it to the other dude. So I'm like, that was cool. He got his Xbox. But then the nigga just wouldn't shut up about it. He said, I feel like I've been struck by lightning right now. Oh my god, I can't believe I got the new Xbox. I just want to be like, nigga, shut the fuck up. We know I didn't have the PlayStation. Oh, I was so bad. Because that happened afterwards. But anyway. So then the dude, the old man that's been talking about the PS5 the whole night from 2 to 6, he is just like blah blah blah, sales talking about the PS5, and then they say they only got 2, right? And then they own them with the Xbox Series X, and he's like, I'll take that motherfucker, because he was gonna sell it. He said if he couldn't get the PlayStation, he was gonna get an Xbox and try to sell it. And I'm just like, well, there you go. And then when I heard those words, those devastating words, he said, all right, we only have 2 PS5s. I like, my whole world just shattered. I'm just like, no. How could I was just lost. I'm like, I'm not leaving empty-handed. I did not just wait out here for 8 hours. For 8 hours just to not get anything. So I got me a new PS4 controller, and I got me a PS5 controller. And it's gonna hold me over because I'm more excited about the controller anyway. And I know it's gonna work better on the PS5, but this is enough to hold me over until that come out at a good enough rate to where I could actually grab one. Cause I'm not camping for nothing again. Unless they got like at least 10 or 20 of them boys on Potfinder, I am not gonna be there. Cause that was awful, dog. I couldn't believe he looked us dead in our eyes and he was like, "You guys enjoying your Thanksgiving?" Like that was fighting words to me. If you didn't have a PlayStation for me, like, dog, why would you ask me that? Knowing you only got 2 in there, and you know it's a line all the way to the next street. Oh, I was like, dog, why? But I got in there. I got me my PlayStation 5 controller, and I drove home so very, very defeated. I'm like, you know what? It was a good experience. I met some new people. Made some new PlayStation friends, dog, but never again. That's where I've been at. I was camping, and I had to recover from my L that I took. It's like everything I've tried with this console has just been all L's, and I need a break. I need it, because I'm just waiting until either a holiday rolls around, and they just, I hope they have enough, man. How are you supplying the controllers, right? How are controllers just been in stock for months? You can't do the same thing with the PS5, man. Come on, like they got them boys just own the show. I walked in and bought a PS5 controller real easy, and they're just still available on Amazon too. I can't wait till that happens with the PlayStation, because that, God. I have advice: if you plan on camping for a PS5, you better get there 24 hours early. If you want to secure one, you bring your mattress, bring a tent, bring the propane, bring your cover, your blankets, everything, like portable chargers. I will be prepared next time if I do have to camp, but I don't see it happening in my future, because that scarred me. I don't need another manager coming in telling me how has my holiday been going. If you don't have a PS5 for me, the next time somebody do that for me, it's fighting words, and it's really gonna be, don't let the yanderes get you. I missed the camera, so now I'm not redoing that either.